Hey everybody, what is up? And welcome to the CoGPod episode 52, the anniversary episode. 1 year, baby. Woo, woo.
Isn't 53 the first one in the second year?
Yes, but we skipped last week, so woo, woo.
Right.
But we're not going to number them wrong. We're going to still say 52.
We didn't do that before.
We'll see.
Nick!
Ultimately, you have no choice how it's numbered. So
Ultimately.
You can debate it however much you want.
Yeah. I feel like there's going to be, someday we'll release the lost episode.
Yeah.
The missing 34 or 5 or whatever it was.
I think it was 32 was the missing one.
It's forbidden, though. It's pretty gruesome.
Hey, everybody's here.
Everybody's here. Say hi, Grim.
There
exactly.
it is.
We've missed you the last few weeks. We have a lot to talk about this week.
We do.
We do. So, for our 1 year anniversary, our executive producer for this episode is Millymazilla, and we'll link you to his site. But we're also going to link the t-shirt for the 1 year anniversary CoGPod t-shirt that Millie designed for us.
Right.
It's quite fancy.
Get a shirt. Yeah, it looks really cool. It's a black shirt with like a neon.
It's very neon.
CoGPod sign on it. But then also, if you hear this within the first week, on Twitter there's a drawing up until Friday the 13th where I'll be giving one away.
What? Friday the 13th?
Yeah. If you like and retweet, then I'll enter you in to win.
Are we going to do the Halloween one on Friday the 13th?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's not Halloween. That's just
Friday. But that just works.
No. I have plans on Friday the 13th.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I do. There's a midnight showing of Happy Death Day. I'm going to.
Happy Gilmore?
It's going to be bad.
I know it is, but I'm really excited.
You're going to love it.
It's going to be. I'm going to love it, though.
You know what? It's probably going to be amazing.
I don't know. It's kind of like that's the one that's the
Groundhog Day.
But dying one.
Yeah. It looks interesting.
Anyway, so thank you, Millie, for the shirt design. Everybody go to the website to buy one or follow me on Twitter, retweet to enter. Also want to give a shout out to Leah, who's written in a few times that we've talked to before. She didn't have a question this time. She just said that she really likes the podcast. She's gotten all her friends to start listening.
What?
And she's really happy that we, answer her questions when she writes in. So shout out to
She's like
Leah.
a gateway drug.
She is.
Yeah.
And then she loses all her friends. She tells them to listen to us, and then they hate it, and then they don't talk to her anymore.
Yeah, she has no more friends, so
I
she
feel
relies
like
on
that's
us.
To me with other people. I'm like, hey, I do this podcast, and then they don't talk to me
They're
anymore.
like, nope, never talking to you again.
I'm like, man, I should stop telling people about this.
I never tell people about it because I like to talk about them on the show.
Right?
And they'll recognize. Yeah.
I tell people.
Another year of this, and we're going to be huge. I mean, obviously, we're huge after the first year. But
Yeah, I'm going to delete the first 52 episodes if we become huge, just in case.
Because all your friends are getting bashed.
Graham has a beard again.
A little bit. It's coming back, bro.
Kinda.
A little.
What kind of beer is that you're drinking, Grim?
Bastard.
Is that what it's called?
Dirty
It's
bastard.
called Dirty Bastard.
Oh, okay.
They also have Arrogant Bastard.
Mm-hmm.
That's Founders also, isn't it?
No, that's Stone.
Is it like a Dirty Sanchez?
You're right.
No.
Hopefully not.
I'm sorry.
Look it up.
Beg pardon.
No, I don't know what that is. I've never heard of it.
Did anybody do anything worth mentioning this week at all? I still, you guys, honestly, I still don't have a car. I still don't have
Oh
my
my
car
God.
back. I don't even know how long it's been.
Do you
I don't remember
cycle
what my
to
car
work?
Even
It was
looks
like-
like.
Do you
It
even...
was like August 18th.
Do you even?
They emailed me today and they're like, it's done, but you can't get it till tomorrow, which is what they said yesterday. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm never
You should
gonna
just
get it.
show
It's been
up
like
and be like,
6
okay, I'm
weeks.
taking it.
It's been 7 weeks.
That's
It's
insane.
ridiculous. Yeah.
Is
yeah,
it-
So,
Is it like paid for? Like,
yeah, I mean, insurance paid for it finally, and they got the rental, but then
well, the first 4 weeks of it was them arguing about these estimate and supplemental
it
estimates.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So anyway, I should get my car back.
Yay!
And then I'll be happy.
Hopefully it's
7 weeks
not
without a car,
fucked
you'd be
up.
dead around here. You'd be dead. That's all there is to
Dead.
it.
I know, right? And Luke's not traveling anymore, so he gets to spend more time with the
Yay.
kittens that like him better than they like
That
me.
is not true.
Yes,
One
it
of them
is.
does. but the other one likes you more for sure.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Nick, did you do anything cool this week?
Yeah, I busted up my ankle, so I got to spend time watching someone play Little Nightmares.
You're a little
So-
bitch.
You sure did. Spoilers. We're going to put out some Not the Podcast. Finally. We recorded some.
Things can only happen when I injure myself, and I'm getting old and clumsy, so I can't wait till we
And
invent
hopefully-
like fist teleportation.
Why? So you
Go
can
right
fist
up Grim's
me?
ass.
Yes, I'm gonna
that's
doom
exactly
fist you.
right. Oh, God.
That's the
we
noise
didn't
you
need
make.
the sound. Jesus.
I'm rip off Terry Crews.
Because they couldn't get him, or they could have.
He wanted
said
to.
He was going to do it.
He wanted to.
What are you talking about?
The fuck Overwatch.
Oh.
Blizzard. There was a
Overwatch.
character that Terry Crews. There was like a whole like backing for him and this whole movement to get him.
He even
to
went there.
Voice it. Yeah, and then nope.
Because who doesn't want Terry Crews involved in
Right?
their project?
I know.
Honestly.
You
I would.
liar. You want Terry Crews as much as the rest of us do.
I just want to be him.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. He's funny. Anyway, so Grim, what games have you been playing lately? I know you haven't had a lot of time to play, but what
I don't play video
Do you
games.
play?
I actually
do
just
you even
canceled.
play?
I just canceled my Destiny PC edition because
Oh my
I don't
God.
even know if
no.
I'll have time. No time.
Yikes. That sucks.
You know, I don't think I have a pre-order for it.
I
I
think
don't
you're
think you
okay
ever
with that.
did.
No.
Reorder it.
Yeah. I mean, I've been playing a little, but not as much as I played one.
Not enough to be that impressed with it to buy it twice.
I mean, it's impressive. It's just I'm kind of past the point where I want to play all day, every day. That it takes to do the upkeep, and I'm
I
still
know.
enjoying doing things outdoors now. Like, what the hell is that?
Well, the weather's starting to cool off, so it's actually a little
You
bit
still
better.
have all of fall. What? I forget
Oh,
the
yeah.
For real.
name
Oh wait,
of the game.
wait. You guys think we have a fall here in
We don't.
Texas?
You don't have that?
You have a winter. It
No.
snows there.
No, not here.
Maybe like one day every 2 years.
Yeah, see?
It goes from greenish brown because everything's dead because it's too hot and dry to no color change on the trees to all the leaves just fall off the trees one day. And then it's winter, quote unquote.
And then
air
a week
quotes.
later, all the trees grow back because they think it's spring already.
Yeah. And then it'll freeze once or something. And
It didn't even freeze at all
I don't
last
think
year.
last year it even did.
It didn't even freeze once.
Like, I remember the first couple years I lived here, going to work at like 7 in the morning and having frost on my windshield a couple times. I don't think I've had it in 2 years.
Wow.
Weird.
I can't imagine it. I can't imagine it.
So for like 5 seconds yesterday, I played 13 minutes yesterday. Tales of what? Majayal? I don't know. MAJ''EYAL.
I think that's open to interpretation how to pronounce that because it's fucking made up.
So it's like
What is it?
it's a roguelike game, RPG. You choose your like race, your class, and go from there.
Well, the 1 minute that you did get to play it, did you like it?
It was 13 minutes. Jeez, it was 12 minutes. 12 minutes of character creation and 1 minute of playtime.
That's what I'm saying. 1 minute to play.
So,
I mean,
what is the gameplay actually like? Is it like
it's up. It's a overhead view, and it would be, I guess, that.
Tito?
It's that.
It's Tito.
Bark, bark, bark.
Point and click. You choose your spells and attack stuff. I guess it'd be like D&D basically. So it's kind of like that if you're like mapping it out and playing on a board.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't
Is
know.
it turn-based?
Yes.
Or is it like action?
Kind of. It's so you move and then they move. Like the things
Like
on the screen move.
Is it like grid-like? Like
Yes.
Like Fire Emblem kind
Yeah.
of style, like strategy RPG?
Yeah,
Okay.
and your skills
cool.
have like it shows like the blue where you drag your mouse and cursor or whatever.
Right.
So it's I
So
don't know,
how'd you
I like it.
discover this?
I think I bought it in a bundle or it was like on the Steam sale for like 50 cents, so I got it because it looked interesting.
Okay.
And I installed it forever ago. I was like, whatever, I'm bored, I'll play this.
You're like, I have 15 minutes in my crazy
I really
life.
like that style of game. Like, I really liked Fire Emblem. a lot. That was a really great one. And I mean, even going back to the old like Shining Force and
Oh, I remember
Sega.
those.
Yeah, it was that kind
Didn't
of
they
style.
just remake something like that for the Switch?
Probably. I don't know. I don't have a
Maybe.
Switch. Yeah, but they also
I do.
like
Hold
Final
on.
Fantasy Tactics was like that a lot of people really like. That's probably the most mainstream one.
I
if you
love
don't know
Final
Fire
Fantasy
Emblem.
Tactics.
Yeah.
Shit, you know what I forgot to do?
Shit, what?
Get that Fortnite, whatever was on sale.
I was just going to
Isn't
ask
it
you
free
about that.
always?
It's.
No?
I'm playing it for free now.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's
I thought it
forever.
wasn't.
I know on
wasn't out
PlayStation it
until-
is.
I don't know. It wasn't supposed to be out free until like February. I honestly don't know.
Oh,
I think
weird.
they're having some issues right now with the game in general because a lot of people are really upset with the pay to win model they have right now, which is what we talked about a while back being worried about.
Wow, pay to win
because it's
sucks.
all-
Mhm.
Well, it's all random loot and for progression, and you get them from the pinatas.
Destiny?
No, that's only cosmetics.
The free thing right now is the Battle Royale Fortnite. And
Is
there's-
that all
yeah.
you get though? Do you get the rest of it or
No, that's the only part that's for free right now.
So sorry.
And there's no pay to win on that, and I'm completely addicted to it. It's so fun.
I think they added
Really?
duos to that too. So
They did just
So it's
yesterday.
basically Player Unknown Battleground, but
Yeah.
for
Oh,
and cartoony,
okay.
which I love.
yeah,
that's interesting.
yeah.
It-
So it's
so
cel
much fun.
shaded. So
Interesting.
Get it now.
So I actually downloaded a mobile game this week. Like, so I played Little Nightmares, and I haven't played a game online in forever. I streamed that and recorded that, and I downloaded. It's basically Candy Crush, but with cats, and you feed them food. Like you match up their food type that they like, and they eat it out of their bowl. They're like nom 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 nom, and then like they hit a bird with a bat.
I think you
With a
have
bat,
a problem.
It's called it's called Simon's Cat. You know the little Simon cat, the black, like the white cat.
You
with
mean Simon
black
Says?
outline that's- No, Simon's Cat.
I don't know that.
Oh, well, you would know it if you saw it. It's a super famous cat.
It's incredibly
Is
boring
it
and
the
incredibly
Friskies cat?
popular.
No, but they do eat food that looks like Friskies.
What's got into that cat?
Friskies. It's
Careful, we're
basically
gonna
it's
pay
just
royalties.
Candy Crush.
Yeah.
Really is all it is.
Match the shapes game.
And then this weekend I'm gonna do a 5K if that works out. Hopefully. And then we're gonna have a barbecue. So
Ooh.
that's about it for me this week. Oh, Hugh Hefner died.
Hell of a segue.
Sorry. I was just remembering.
Yeah, we're gonna have a barbecue, and Hugh
oh,
Hefner
Hugh
died.
Hefner
Well,
Yeah.
apparently it's going to be like, everyone's going to be dressed up as bunnies, including Luke.
Oh my.
Oh.
Oh my.
He looks so confused
What?
right now.
But Hugh Hefner was so old. Like people were like, "Oh no," and I'm like, he was like 91 or
Older.
1,000 or whatever. How old?
Well, that's what
He
Viagra
started
does to
Playboy
you.
in like the mid 50s.
Yeah.
Pickles,
So-
yeah.
But like, the one that really got me was Tom Petty died.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Well, he didn't, and then he
You
did.
don't
and then
know
he
I
who
know
Tom
they reported
Petty
he
is.
did, then they reported that he didn't, then they reported they did. I'm like, can we figure it out? Like either he's dead or he's not. Can
That's,
we
that's
just
shoddy reporting.
really bad for those of us that are like actual
Yeah.
big fans. So that was kind of depressing.
Well, he just wouldn't back down.
He wouldn't. He he put up a hell of a fight.
He was free falling.
Please
but
stop.
Oh boy.
Totes and apropes.
He.
No,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Stop.
No, I do like Tom Petty a lot.
I love Tom Petty.
Too
I
soon.
really know nothing about him other than his name. But
You know that
sad.
song.
You
I've
would know his
probably
songs.
heard him, but I don't know. Like, I'm not
That
a
one up-
fan.
So you didn't get my awful puns there about like free falling. and-
Well, no, I clearly did because of how you were saying them. But I'm not
Whatever,
like,
you
oh,
know
that's a
that
good
song.
song.
You've seen Jerry Maguire, right? Have you seen
No.
Jerry Maguire?
Who?
No.
I swear to God.
I don't watch crap.
Oh, whoa. Whoa.
Whoa, guys.
That has Tom fucking Cruise in it.
I know. He's a
I thought you were
nutcase.
going to say Tom fucking Petty.
You know, well, it has his song. You know, it's funny. People rag on Tom Cruise, but I like a lot of his movies.
Oh, his movies are fine, but he's a real life nut.
Yeah.
He's really crazy. Did y'all see the stuff online this week about how they thought that in The Mummy his butt was fake? That he had like a fake butt for the movie.
No.
Did you see it?
I did see that stuff.
Nick saw it. Okay.
That's hilarious.
Oh, and he was like, "I promise it's not fake." I'm like, nobody cares.
I know. That shouldn't even be a story.
No, it shouldn't. Anyway, so y'all ready to answer a couple questions? And
Y'all
then we'll
ready
play
for
some
this?
games. We'll do some reviews. We'll answer more questions and play some more games.
I'm super looking
Jesus,
forward to review
how much
time.
longer do we have?
It's our anniversary episode. So we're trying to cram it all in.
Oh.
Okay. So, first question is from Lyle. If you wouldn't be famous for podcasting, then what would you most likely be famous for?
I don't think he said we were famous for podcasting, did he?
He did, but
Oh wait, I remember this one. Read it again. Read it again slower.
okay. Let me read it the way that he actually wrote it that didn't really make sense, because I reworded it appropriately.
No, it makes sense.
Okay. If it couldn't be podcasting, what would you most like to be famous for?
That makes sense completely.
It sounds awkward.
I don't
it
think he was
makes
calling us
sense. You sound
famous is the thing.
No, he's saying if it wasn't podcasting that you would become famous for, what would it be?
What would you like it to be?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Being a talk show host, which is the same thing.
That's the same fucking thing.
That's all I want to do.
All right.
That's it.
Professional disc golf player.
Oh, Jesus.
That'd be awesome.
Why are you the way you are?
Wait, I'm asking you the same question, Graham.
I don't want to be
What
famous.
do you want to... Okay.
I don't.
Nick, do you want to be famous?
Either serial killer
Yeah,
or get famous for something else, but then be weird and rude to people all the time.
You could get famous for marrying Tay-Tay.
Oh.
I would do that.
But
If
Nick,
she's into
That's
it.
your way in.
Yeah,
to be a famous serial killer, you have to get caught.
I'm cool with it.
Oh, okay.
Do it on your deathbed. Like, confess on your
Right
deathbed.
at the end. Then you're infamous.
No,
Then he'll live forever.
I'm gonna tell them all.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell them all. I'm gonna send in snapshots of myself with heads.
Jesus Christ.
Hold on, let
So
me get
you
up the dog
decapitate
head.
people is what you're saying.
You
Jesus.
already cut the dog's head off once this episode.
Oh, and I'm gonna kill incredibly famous people.
Oh.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Wait, is Tom Petty in your closet behind you?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
no.
I've got
And
Tom
Hugh
Petty.
Hefner.
I've got Hugh Hefner right here.
2 down, hundreds to go.
We just lost so many listeners.
I'm sorry about that, guys. Okay. We'll move on. Next question is from Mary Tricks. Let's pretend you have a secret identity if you don't already. What would your alias be and your backstory? What if I had a secret identity and I don't want to tell y'all?
Make a new one.
Think.
Jesus, that's a...
Secret identity. I would be like a vigilante crime fighter. And I would be like in ninja style. I would be a ninja.
But the secret identity is supposed to be one that nobody knows about.
They wouldn't know. Nobody would know. Because I'm a ninja. So.
But how stealthy are you?
But that's like the public
Super stealth.
identity. The secret one would be like your...
Actually me. But okay, so my alter
Okay,
ego
so I'm
then
confused.
is...
Okay, so that makes sense.
I'm a vigilante and my backstory is my real life story because
Right.
my whole family is basically dead.
Yeah.
So I already could be a superhero.
It's true. That's true.
Because that's like part of the thing.
I mean, you're
with
basically
most
Batman.
Basically Batman.
Or Arrow.
Or any other.
Or Iron Fist.
Minus the money though. I don't
Or
have the money.
Superman.
Yeah.
Superman's like that kind of.
Yeah,
Superman's an alien. Shut up.
that's true.
Same
You're right
thing.
about that.
His name should be Super Alien.
That's right. That's right. Good point.
Whoa.
Good. Mind blown. Nick,
Uh,
what would your alias be and like your backstory, secret identity, all that?
Well, I do have like a fake one online that I use if I don't want people to know it's me.
Don't tell him.
Shh, don't really say it.
Oh, okay. Then I don't want to talk about this. It don't exist.
His name is Dirk Diggler.
Dirk Diggler. It's Deuce Bigelow, male
Blaze it
gigolo.
online. Jesus. 420 Blaze it. That's you online.
How many X's and 69s and 420s?
There's 2 X's in front and
Yeah.
2 behind.
No
That's how it
scopes.
works. No scope, 360.
But what would you have like your alter ego secret identity as? Minus your online stalker one.
Oh, okay. No, he doesn't stalk. He just like
Oh.
finds things out for
He
me.
just murders.
That's what fucking stalking.
Stalking.
No.
Like a
no.
private investigator. You could be a
It's-
PI.
No,
No,
okay.
you gotta.
We all know.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, we all know that was Grim because that's how he got his fucking name, if you recall.
That's right.
From somebody on Diablo 2 or something.
No, that was my other name. That was my old name.
Your Sargento.
No,
I
no,
thought
that
it
was
was
Dark
this
Solo.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
that's
right.
right. Dark Solo
God dang,
was
how
the one
many-
you stole.
He has way too
I stole it.
You're like GG, bitch. I'm taking that. GG too easy.
I have too many online names.
I know.
But
Any
you know
secret identity that you,
You know
would
what my
want to be?
you know what my secret identity is?
What?
It's a person who merchandises for a beer company.
Because his real identity
Is a guy who does not do that.
Oh, God.
That's to throw him off. If they're looking for a guy who doesn't
Right.
merchandise, they're never going to look for the guy who does.
That's right.
Never gonna find me. Ever.
Jesus. Well, I think that I would be a secret agent of some sort. Like
Secret
you know,
agent, man.
that's right, like Jason Bourne or
Inspector
Wow.
Gadget.
Jason
Yeah,
Bourne.
I'd rather be Inspector Gadget.
Do-do-do-do-do, Inspector
Yeah.
Gadget.
like James Bondy style. Be badass.
Okay.
Every time I watch like the Bourne Identity, I'm like, I want to do that.
You're like in your seat, like pretending to do the moves.
Like I want to just travel around the world on like with false
In a Mini
identities
Cooper.
and
In a
and
Mini
have
Coupe.
shootouts and
With fake passports.
be a badass. Be like I can run flat out for 4 miles. When he does that whole speech in his when he's like I can tell you the license plate of every vehicle in the parking lot and the waitress is left-handed and all that shit.
Okay.
I'd just be like, you're a dork.
Shut up.
All right.
It'd be cool.
Next question. The Living Mercy says, since Halloween is coming up, will you be doing a Halloween episode? Yes,
Nah.
we will. And it will be live.
What?
But it's going to be using that app that Nick's telling us to download.
Oh, good.
So it's not our actual faces. I don't remember what the app's called. You can tell me later.
Spoilies.
Spoilers.
I don't think we can do
Okay.
that.
But the second part of the question is, what are your picks for the all-time best scary games? Like horror genre of games.
I'm gonna go get another beer while you guys answer this.
Okay, go ahead. Nick, you go first because you know more than the rest of us.
Colot. Outlast. Resident Evil 2. Man, I play so many that I really enjoy. Alan Wake. I'll go with those
What's
4.
that Japanese one that you played?
Oh, Fatal Frame or...
Well, that
Detention.
or detention.
Oh, yeah, that one's
Fatal
Taiwanese.
Frame is pretty good. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
the Taiwanese one.
Racist.
Wow. Well, clearly I am. I just didn't know. I'm sorry.
What was-
Fatal
what
Frame
was
2
the one,
was
Nick?
good. What?
What was the one, Nick, where the setting was like in the snow when you first start out and you're like walking through the snow?
Colot.
And I was watching. That's Colot. Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's the one that you sent me your footage of to watch.
Oh,
to,
it's so
convince me to
good.
buy it.
So good.
The only one that I've played is Layers of Fear, and it was really good.
Oh, yeah, that's good
But I
too.
also liked, what was that one scary game? Was there one called Fear?
Yeah.
Where there was like a little
Yeah.
girl that
Yeah, it's-
stalked you.
Fear,
That one
Fear
was pretty
2,
good.
Fear 3. They
Yeah,
got
those were
worse
all
as it
pretty
went
good.
on.
Yeah, that's true.
That happens a lot with. Although Resident Evil 4 was probably my favorite Resident Evil.
And I'm playing Little Nightmares now, but it's not really scary. It's more like a puzzle
Oh.
game, but it looks really cute.
What
Just
Spooky
you wait.
Cats?
Does it really get scary? Don't tell me.
You'll find out.
Spooky Cats wasn't spooky. That was.
I read
also
the
just-
spoilers, so I kind of know what you're talking
Damn
about.
it! You got. Don't tell me
Nick.
anything. Okay. Any other scary games we can suggest?
I
Halloween?
can suggest a game that's coming out. It's called Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Oh, I've seen some of that.
Oh,
It's
I think I
like
heard
so
of
it's
that.
kind of like the old Mickey Mouse. So it's a bunch of it's like a cartoony design, and he's it's pretty frightening and like. So if you ever
Oh.
played Amnesia, it's kind of like that kind of game where you walk around.
Oh, okay.
Was Amnesia the one where you had the camera?
No,
Or no,
that's Fatal
no.
Frame.
Yeah.
Well, there was another one too where you were like a reporter going into an insane asylum, trying to figure out the
Outlast.
secret. Yeah,
Yeah, that was Outlast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also a very
Okay.
good one. I still haven't
Also,
played the second.
Outlast. I
Yeah.
think they're coming out with DLC for that or something.
I think so.
Also, The Evil Within 2 is coming out in like 12 days or something like that. Wow. Dogs, cats.
Yeah.
Um,
So I saw The Evil Within was coming out.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
The first one
I
was
didn't
kind
ever
of
play
a
the first one, but
mess.
it looked good though.
Like there was so
I'd
much happening.
yeah, I'd watch the first one, but I wouldn't pay for it. Also, if anyone has PlayStation Plus this month, Amnesia Collection, so Amnesia and all the DLC is free.
I saw
Dang.
that. There was
Which is
another one.
pretty
that
cool.
Was, what was the other game that was Metal Gear Solid Phantom
Yes.
Pain was
Yeah.
also free this month?
Nice.
So
Which
Get it
has
while you can.
actual bullet physics, which is pretty cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
really,
Like when you shoot, like there's drop and everything.
what about booby physics?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, good.
The first technology
Thanks
developed.
for clearing that.
Luke is one beer in, I'll remind you, and that's okay.
That's normal.
Here we go. So this will be good because I don't have any real answers to this. So Truron, is that how you would say his name? Truron?
Sure.
Wants to know if any of us are comic book fans because he hasn't heard us talk much about that on the podcast at all. If so, who is the best comic book villain? Who is the worst comic book hero? So the only thing I know about comic books is when I was little, growing up, my brother collected them and he literally wallpapered his whole room with them, but they were all Spawn. Like almost all of them were Spawn.
Yeah.
And the drawings were cool. I don't know anything else
Yeah.
about it though.
Todd
I've never
McFarlane.
even opened a comic book.
Yeah.
So y'all go ahead with that.
When I was younger, I kind of got into it, but nothing like major. I remember there was one, I might even butcher what it's called. I think it was Dark Hawk or something like that. Yeah, see, I don't remember, but
Darkwing Duck.
yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I never really did get into collecting comics. Later, I started to acquire lots of the Marvel comic
This is
series.
getting
I was gonna
awkward.
say, don't you have them?
What's that?
You started
Okay.
a choir?
Yeah, I started
This is
to acquire.
Oh, acquire, not a choir.
Obtain. He obtained
Obtained.
them.
Okay.
But did you read them? Like
I've
Wolverine
read.
and
I've gone through a couple. Really enjoyed the Thor ones.
Old Man Wolverine.
Yeah, the Wolverine ones. There's so many, hundreds of issues and different story arcs, and then they retcon some stuff and say this stuff isn't canon anymore, and it's so confusing to try to get into the world of it now. At this point, it's crazy. But Deadpool were fun too; those were fun ones. I kind of stuck to the graphic novel arcs mainly, from what I did read, but I don't know. Doctor Strange was another one I tried to get into because he's a very interesting character.
The movie was good.
The movie was really good. That's kind of why I was getting into it, because I saw it was coming out and was interested in the character. There was, what was this question about the lamest villain?
So who was the worst? Wait, who's the best villain and who was the worst hero?
Oh, the other way around.
Yeah. So
Man, there was some bad villain. I'll think about that. You guys go ahead.
Who reads? I should love comics.
yeah.
I love pictures and words, but I hate just words. But I never got into it. My brother was a huge comic book fan, which that's probably where my love of Spawn comes from, but that's about it.
that sounds like me.
Yeah.
Is your brother a few years older?
He's 10 years older, so.
Yeah.
That's a few.
That's about right age.
About right.
It seems like a lot of people in that age group got really, really into
Heavy
Spawn.
into Spawn. It's
It's
a big deal.
interesting.
Didn't they make a Spawn movie?
Yeah, it had John Leguizamo was the bad guy.
Was it any good?
No.
Nope.
Oh.
No,
There you
it
go.
was pretty bad.
Unanimous nope.
I mean, if you
Whoops.
just watch movies, then it might be okay, but like comparatively, it was very awful.
I used to
the
like
way,
the
this-
Hellblazer comics, like Constantine. They were good.
Oh, I didn't read any of those.
That was DC, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
What other ones, Nick? Do you like? that it?
I guess X-Men, maybe The Sandman, but that's like graphic novel. I don't know if that counts or not.
I would
Sure.
count
We
it.
don't talk
Yeah.
about anime here.
Like Watchmen is
It's not anime.
is
What are
a
you
graphic
talking
novel.
I can answer the main question though.
Okay.
Best villain, Joker. Worst superhero, the super horrible Captain America.
I actually agree.
Is it because you're Canadian?
No. It's because of what he did to Tony Stark in the movie.
What? That you can't.
He
It's a
can't.
movie.
He totally can. It's based on the comic books.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't like Captain America,
Thank
and I
you.
don't really like Superman because,
Superman's boring.
yeah, like
Squeeze back.
you can't do anything to him. So
You
like,
can shove kryptonite down his throat and he'd die or something.
that's
Right.
about it.
Or up
though.
his
Like, he's just boring.
Or up his what? Toenail? Okay.
Toenail.
You're a toenail.
The Joker is a really good villain. I agree with
yeah.
that. He's probably.
I think
my
we've answered
favorite.
that before, actually. Nick has answered that as
Did
his
he?
favorite villain.
Oh, okay.
I remember that way early on.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Anything else you want to say about comics? Anybody?
I don't know enough to form an opinion on best and worst.
Yeah.
I remember there was a really hilarious villain, though, in one of the Doctor Strange ones I was watching reading early on. And it was like, it was this dumbest villain ever. It was very, very specific, like Rivet Man or something like that. But
God.
it was like,
Did he have
it was a
fidget
type
spinners?
of paint no, it was like a tape, a type of like paint or spackle or something that he used. I don't remember. It was hilarious. I'm
Oh
like,
my
is this
God.
real? This is really a villain. But
DC has the worst
No, it was Marvel.
villains. Oh no.
It was Doctor Strange.
Because like Flash and Arrow, their villains are awful.
Yeah.
They're so stupid. So stupid.
I don't know what. I'll have to find it and see if I can post that. But
Yeah.
it was really funny. I was like, is this for real?
Why is there horse semen in whose beard?
Well, Nick was using it as a product to
Yes.
add vitality and liveliness.
Likeliness.
Liveliness. That's not a
No,
word.
it's not even a word. Liveliness.
I'm drinking.
Who's tick-attacking?
That's Nicholas.
His keyboard's real loud, y'all.
I'm drinking Revolver Brewing Sidewinder Southwest Pale Ale.
It's pretty good.
Ale brewed with
Sounds
agave.
gay. Fuck off!
Ale-
Jesus.
Get your horse off the keyboard.
All right, so I have 2 movie reviews for you guys this
Oh
week
my god.
because we skipped last week. First of all, the first one I went to see is called Friend Request. Shut up, I know it's terrible. So it's just like, okay, so Friend Request basically is the same thing as Unfriended. It's based on like high school kids with Facebook or like social media or whatever.
Right.
But then this one is like mixed with like witches. So I can't remember what they're called. Oh, so it's like a Black Mirror specific coven of witches. And like they use black wasps to protect them, and they capture their essence in these black mirrors. And it's supposedly like a real type of witch or a coven or something. But I don't know. Nick, you might know if you've ever heard of them
You
or
didn't
not.
do any research? Jeez, what's wrong with you?
Skeptical.
No. I had never heard of them, but in the movie. And it was cool how they used the witch stuff in the movie because you expect it to be all just technology or whatever, since it's about friend requests.
Still
it's this-
love technology.
So it's about a chick that like has no friends and does a friend request to the super popular girl. But anyway, so there's witches involved, all this kind of stuff. acting was really good. No big name people in it. Like, you wouldn't know anybody that's in it. I would give it like a 6 just for originality. Even though
Out of 8?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was good.
Can I
It had
say...
like a good soundtrack, too.
I like how one of my areas of specialty apparently is witches.
Well,
Well, yeah, you burn them
Okay.
all.
the supernatural is like your specialty. I remember you talking about witches and leprechauns and like...
Leprechauns.
Yeah, it's true. I just think it's funny, that's all.
What's wrong with
you know-
leprechauns?
If I did have a question about some sort of supernatural folklore or something,
You'd ask
then I would
Nick.
ask Nick. Yeah.
For sure.
Thank you. I like that.
I'd ask Google.
What?
Well, yeah.
I wrote all that stuff on Google.
Oh,
If it was-
fuck you,
If it was
you're lying.
specifically Japanese, I'd ask both of you.
Nick wrote the Wikipedia
I don't know
article
shit
on it.
about Japanese stuff.
By the way, whatever happened to that big book of yokai that you guys were supposed to get?
Oh, yeah. Didn't you each get the same book?
I didn't buy it.
I did.
Oh.
Because I'm cool like that.
Did you like it?
Oh, yeah, it's awesome. I use it every day.
Nice.
How do you...
Every day.
How do you use it? What?
Reference materials.
I'm going down the street. What kind of monster is this?
Yeah. Which one did I catch today?
He's got his adventure hat on. He's
Canada's a
carrying
weird
rifles.
place you guys don't even know. It's full of
The problem is he's
yokai.
playing Pokemon Go and he's trying to match those up and it's just not working right. He's like, a Rattata? What is this? That's not in the yokai book.
Did you say frittata?
Oh,
Yeah.
he did, a frittata.
Rattata. Rattata? How are you supposed to say
I
it?
thought you said
Rat-tat.
frittata like a breakfast thing or whatever.
Like a
Yes.
breakfast treat. Ratatouille. Anyway,
Rat-tat.
so this second movie is like super popular movie that a lot of people have gone to see. There was an original, I think, in the 80s called Flatliners. And it had my girlfriend, Nina Dobrev, in it. And it was super duper good. And she had like a really long part, like a very big part in it. So Ellen Page was in it, like a really well-known actress.
Right.
The other sub-characters are not as good. But, what's his
Ellen
name?
Page is a well-known plebeian.
Yes. She's so skinny. Like in the movie, she's like this big. She's so tiny. Anyway, so I never saw the original Flatliners. So I didn't really have any expectations going into it. And it's so cool to see them trying to study. I wish people would do this in real life, and maybe they haven't. I just don't know. Like how the brain reacts when you die and like the chemical reactions and like the neurons firing off and all this stuff. So that's how they started. They're all doctors.
Right.
And they're experimenting with, they flatline, wait like a minute, bring the one back, and then they're like have a competition. Okay, I can go for 2 minutes and bring me back. And then like bad stuff starts happening.
Obviously.
No spoilers. But it was
Hey,
really, really good.
It
I
spoils
highly
it for
suggest it.
itself in the trailer.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you've seen the original, then it's Ross has seen it and he was like, it's the same thing.
So was it actually a remake and did they have like a cameo from the main dude?
Yeah, the main dude was in it, but as their professor.
Who was it?
It's not Keith Sutherland, was it?
You say Keither?
Kiefer? That might have been him. I don't remember his
Reefer.
name. But whoever was the dude in the original is their actual professor in this one.
That guy from
Yeah.
the 80s movies.
Yes, and such. So I would give it 6.5 out of 8 stars because it was really good. It made you wonder, like, what really happens when you die.
Are you gonna go watch
And
the
it-
original?
It was super creepy. No, because it's not going to be as good, I'm sure.
I've heard it's really good.
Really.
I heard
This
it's
one
the
was
same
really
thing.
good.
Like 3 minutes ago.
Like I just now heard, it's
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yo, this chick on this podcast.
But
said
no,
it was the
Nina,
same
so
thing.
I'm so excited. I'm real happy I'm there. I got my nachos. Nina Dobrev comes on the screen and she's beautiful. She's got her long hair still in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
And her laugh is like the most contagious thing in the world. It's like more contagious than herpes. I just love her laugh. It's beautiful. I was like,
Which is a
I'm in-
coincidence because she also has that.
No, she doesn't. Don't spread rumors like that.
Her
Jesus
Nina
Christ,
Dobrev's
it's
laugh
libel.
Libel
causes
is-
herpes.
It's libel.
That's libel. We're going to get sued.
Stop it.
Can that
so
be
go
the
see
title?
Flatliners.
Hey,
It's
no,
really cool.
no publicity is bad publicity.
Jesus Christ.
Can that be our title though? Nina Dobrev's laugh causes herpes.
No, it's as contagious as herpes. It doesn't cause
Okay.
herpes. The other thing we're going to review this week. So for the first time, Nick and I have read a novel that was somebody submitted, they requested for us to read a novel.
What a novel idea.
Oh, God, I hate you. So we both read it. I told the guy, too, I was like, the author's name is Scott Newman. I told him, yeah, I'll read it, but I don't like reading on a device because the lighting hurts my eyes or whatever. And I'm like, send me like an actual paperback copy because it's self-published. He paid to publish them. And I was like, but you got to sign it for me, too. So he did. But what happened was he also sent us the PDF, right? And I'm like, at work, I got nothing to do there. So I pull it up at work, and I'm like, I'm just going to...
People at work listen to this.
They do. So I'm just going to start reading it just to see, how I like it, if it catches me. So I start it, and like an hour goes by. And I'm like, oh shit, I've been reading for an hour. And then like another hour goes by, and I'm halfway done with the book, like 2 hours in, day one, on PDF on a computer. And I was
Did your eyes hurt?
Not really, actually. They were okay.
Wow, you're a liar.
There you go.
So I sent him, and then like the second day I couldn't stop reading it, so the next day I finished it. So it took me probably 5 hours in total to read. It reads super easy, like it's not at a high reading level, and it reads fast, but I'm also an extremely fast reader, very fast reader.
Brag much?
Because it's almost 300 pages, and I read it in like 4 or 5 hours. Okay. And so I sent the guy a message. I was like, thank you for mailing me the book, but I already finished it before you even got it to me. So
you better mail it back.
So I'll give the positives and then the negatives, and we're going to link to his Amazon for you guys from our website, so you can check it out for yourself if you want to. Because I went on the Amazon site to look at the reviews beforehand to see if it's something that I even wanted to read or dive into, and a lot of the comments were, "Hey, the story's good, but it's clear you didn't have an editor." Because it's true. There were a lot of misspelled words, punctuation was off, run-on sentences. Like there was some words where he would say one word but meant the other. But for me, it didn't distract me because I knew what he was saying, whether it was spelled right or not. And I would just read past any kind of error without paying attention to it.
So when you read something that's written, do you kind of read and transcribe it in your own head and hear it in your own voice? Or do you kind of...
Well, this book...
read it as like a character? Like
as the character in this one for me,
narrator?
because there were... So there's several different characters developed in the book.
Right.
And the majority of the book is dialogue between characters, which also I'll give him credit for, because dialogue is actually the hardest thing to write in novel.
There's different dialects and there's different...
Right, so... And having a whole book be almost all dialogue has got to be pretty difficult.
And each person has to have their own voice and style.
And their own
method
style.
Of writing, so
in my mind, I'm hearing it in each person's voice.
Okay.
And so it didn't distract for me. Obviously I read it pretty quickly without any issues, but I can see why people would tell him, hey dude, get an editor.
And that makes sense. And I can understand if it's dialogue, how it would be easier in that sense.
To miss something too.
Yeah. Nick, what about, before you go into the actual review of it?
Yeah.
What did you think?
I think it was a great story, like Amanda said. It's like, I would love to see that as a movie or a TV show, or as a dramatized audiobook. So the story is fantastic.
Did you say what it's about yet?
Oh, sorry.
You might want to give like a...
So it's
cover synopsis sort of thing.
It's a rural area, and they have the Beast of Bray Road is what it's about. It's based on true reports. It's called Bray Road. So I'm sorry, I just did all
did you
the
even
wrong
say
order.
the title? We did all this.
So it's called Bray Road, and it's about the Beast of Bray Road in this rural area, and there were lots of reports of like animal killings and that kind of thing or whatever, and so it's like woodsy, and there's like one specific part of the small town that it happens in. So werewolves is what it's about.
Okay.
The Beast is a werewolf.
Was there like a back cover?
Not on me, no.
Because that would have probably...
Well, because it gives a bit much away to tell too much about it.
Okay. I often...
But there's been several novels written off of the stories that people have reported.
It's based on
there's
accounts.
True accounts of what people think happened. There's been several novels written about Bray Road.
Right.
So.
Okay. So
I'm sorry.
Go ahead and
Nick,
continue, Nick. I just want to make sure we...
Yeah, I didn't...
Before you said you liked the story.
I didn't say the synopsis.
Yeah.
Actually, I was looking for the what's on the back of the book here right
the
now.
The actual synopsis. So the main character used to be a cop in New York, and like there's a case that goes bad and he gets fired, so he moves back to his hometown, which is where this takes place, and kind of is trying to start over. Yeah. He's going to work at the sawmill like his dad used to do, and there's like the nosy little local town reporter and like kind of hillbilly dudes that mess stuff up, and like a roughneck cop that ends up being a good guy, you know, that kind of thing. So there's good character development for sure. Okay, Nick, what were you gonna say? Sorry.
I'm gonna read the synopsis first. That's on the back of the book.
Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
America's most famous werewolf legend lives on in this frightening tale. Ben Thomas recently lost his job as a New York City detective, forced to return to his hometown of Elkhorn, Wisconsin. He nearly runs off the road when a large hairy animal dashes out in front of him. The encounter reignites the flame of the local legend of a monster that supposedly lives in the nearby woods, a legend that locals shun whenever it is spoken of. When a half-eaten body is discovered not far from the place where Ben encountered the creature, the former detective soon finds himself caught between the hateful prejudice of the locals and the hungry eyes of the beast.
Thank you. Yeah. So, werewolves. Super cool.
Whoa! Yeah. Spoilers. Come on.
It's on the cover.
It could have been a Sasquatch.
The cover is a werewolf.
What is that werewolf doing on the cover?
What is he doing?
He looks shady.
Oh, it's a werewolf. He is shady. All right, Nick, go ahead. What did you think?
I think that Scott Newman is probably a fantastic verbal storyteller. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This story in particular would make an awesome movie, TV show. It's a great story. The dialogue is flawless. There's no problems with grammar in the dialogue at all. I don't know if you notice that or not.
Maybe not, because a lot of times I skim the stuff that's not the dialogue because all the important stuff was in the dialogue. So maybe that's why I didn't catch as many of the errors.
Yeah, I can't skip an error. So, amazing story. Really glad I read it, and I hope a lot more people do. But if you want to seriously make this like a best-selling book or a hit book, mm-hmm. you need an editor because there's missing words mm-hmm. that makes a sentence not make sense. There's words that don't exist. I mean, these are going to be underlined in text editors. Like, for example, there's no such thing as a bandsaw. It's a band saw.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So that would have showed up in that. But yeah, there's...
It does make you wonder where he wrote it, in what program that wouldn't have caught a lot of the stuff.
Yeah.
Or maybe he just didn't use the spell check feature afterwards, you know what I mean? But I mean, that's easy stuff to fix. You know, obviously it's already published at this point, but it can be re-released.
Well, I was going to suggest, if you want to keep going with it, like Nick said, redo it with an editor and then republish like a second edition.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
And then those first editions will be worth some money.
Yeah, that's why I had him sign it and send it to me. I'm like, first draft. That's what I want.
Yeah, but I mean, if you get an editor to fix this up, this book could go places because it's real good. And he does really good. A lot of writers, when they're starting out, they try to get right to the point and they skip a lot of descriptive text. Mm-hmm. Scott Newman's got the descriptive text of locations and stuff down. It really paints a picture. Overall, I really enjoyed it, but the errors made me angry. Like, I'd be in book heaven for 5 minutes, and then I'd be pissed off and not wanting to continue. And then I'm in book heaven for 10 minutes, pissed off for 5 minutes. Like, you know, if this wasn't so full of errors, it would be one of my favorite books.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
The story of it was really, really good. I hope that he will do an edited version and then like a large re-release. But to be self-published is also a big deal because, you know, he doesn't, obviously, if he's paying for it himself, like, does he have access to get an editor? Like,
right. Well, I mean,
you know, it's
honestly, even somebody who's like a student or, a grad student or something. In
Yeah, go to the
English
local
or,
university and see.
You can probably pay somebody a couple $100 to.
You could
That's
probably
true.
get a
And it's a
friend
book
to do it. It's not a super long book.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Well, hopefully he'll take that into consideration and do it.
Yeah.
What would you say would be, out of 8 stars, your overall rating? Now, we know you like the story, but you've got to.
Yeah.
You do have demerits.
I have to give it two. I'm going to have to give it 2 ratings. 2
Okay.
ratings, okay? With the errors, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 8. If the errors were
Okay.
gone, I'd give it an 8 out of 8.
wow.
Mine's going to be very similar. So with errors, I would agree a 4 out of 8 because it's distracting. If you're not a really good reader or a writer yourself, then you're going to get tripped up on those things. And that's going to be very distracting, and the Amazon comments will tell you that.
I don't think it's really if you're a good reader writer. I think it just depends on how you perceive, because if you kind of skim over and just get gists of stuff, you're going to be fine. But if you're a meticulous
I'm not a meticulous reader,
then
I'm
you're going to
fast.
have issues. I don't think it has anything to do with how good of a reader or the reading level. Doesn't sound like it's that advanced either way. So
No, that was fine. But if there were no errors whatsoever, I would give it probably 7.5 out of 8.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good
so I
story.
kind of liked it even more than you liked it, surprisingly.
Yeah. Just because I read a few that I liked slightly better, but pretty high up there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like books usually. I'll start a book and put it down in a heartbeat if I don't like it.
Yeah.
So-
And even with the errors, I flew through it.
Did you say there was more coming to this, or?
I think he's doing, I don't know if it's going to be in the same universe as this book, but he is continuing writing and working on another novel. I don't know if he has an editor for that one or not. So maybe he'll, for the next book, do that. I'm not sure.
Well, if
I'd
he
like to
does
see
pick
this
up an editor,
character
they'll-
continue.
Yeah, it would be cool to see where it goes.
I mean, if he does pick up an editor for the second one, they'll probably go back and edit
Yeah,
it
they'll
first
redo
as part
it.
of it.
They'll
Yeah.
do a second edition, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Once the other
if there's
actual
more
publishers.
with this character, I'm going to read it.
Yeah, I would
Yes.
read it.
Well, even think back, like, I don't know if you guys know about the history of some of the biggest books, but like Lord of the Rings, for example, has been through iterations over the last
So many
50
revisions.
years.
Yeah.
And just each time there seems to be new errors. But I mean, those are small errors. It's like a misspelling here or a missing punctuation there. But, it happens.
Yeah.
So.
And then the
Either way,
Bible,
good job.
people still don't agree, so.
There's a lot we could delete out of that.
Yeah, but keep
Anyway, thank
it
you
up,
for
man.
sending me. Yes, really good job. Thank you for sending me my signed copy. It's in my book with all my horror memorabilia for when you get super famous.
Oh, it's what a coincidence. He just followed me on Twitter right now.
There you go.
Oh, that's awesome. He knew we were talking about it.
Must
I
have.
think he followed me, actually, also.
Did he?
Yeah.
So he's on Twitter too if you guys want to follow him. Scott Newman, just look him up. His Amazon page has all his contact information there as well.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll link
And
him
we'll
too.
link to that.
Hold on.
I like how you leaned into the mic to do it.
Now you got to clean
No,
it.
my head just does that. No, I need to clean my lap.
Ew. Oh, Jesus.
It's very allergic today.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
All right, so now we are going to play some games, you guys. Excited? We have 3 different games this time. This is the first time we're doing 3 different games in one episode. You ready?
I'm ready.
What are
Ready.
you doing right now? Can you stop?
I'm showing Grim.
He can see it.
Cheers.
Jesus. So which one do you guys want to play first? So the games are Would You Rather, $1 Million But, and then Boff, Marry, Kill.
Is this
What
a
do you
game?
want to play
A
first?
question?
No, I just want to know what you want to play
Oh.
first.
I would rather go to bed.
So would you rather?
We're going to say that Grim is saying he wants to play Would You Rather.
All right.
We'll do that first. So, number 1. Would you rather lose your sex organs forever or gain
Whatever
200
the other
pounds
is.
for the rest of your life?
Oh.
Well, this is a trick question because I already cut off my sex organ.
This is an easy one for you then, huh?
I'm actually going to say I would lose my sex organs because I feel like a woman of my 200 pounds heavier than me wouldn't want to have sex if I weighed 200 pounds more than I do right now. I wouldn't want to have sex.
I just think
with somebody
personally the
else.
health issues involved with it gaining 200 pounds wouldn't be worth it. So, I guess lose my sex organs.
I mean, I still have a mouth.
I mean, does that...
What?
Jesus. Does that just mean like your balls' ability to reproduce or your actual...
I think for you, it's
Penis.
it's penis and
It's
balls.
your
and
wiener.
For me, it's vagina. Yeah, I think it's my vagina.
Could I become a woman?
I don't. It's not
Yes.
specified. Nick, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, same thing. I'll cut off my twig and giggle berries, I guess. Self-surgery.
Grim.
I already told you, I cut him off.
He already cut him off.
He just whipped them out there. Just
He
cut
did.
them off.
Okay, here we go.
Right on the cutting
Ew.
board.
This one's gross. Okay. Would you rather have sex with your cousin and nobody knows about it, or not have sex with your cousin but everyone thinks that you did?
Oh!
I got this. I don't have a cousin.
He weasels his way out of all of
Oh
them.
my god, you sneaky bitch.
I'm still gonna not have sex with my cousin, even if everybody thinks that I did.
Yeah.
Because there's no way that's gonna happen.
Probably that one, and then you could just, like, move.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, that's
Guys, come on,
probably...
it's just your cousin, Jesus.
No, thank you.
Everyone's cousin somewhere along the lines.
Which degree of cousin?
First cousin.
No.
10th.
That's fine. 10th is fine.
Anyway, are you gonna do like me and just not have sex with your cousin?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Nicholas?
Same thing.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. Thank God.
Okay, good. Judgy.
Sorry. Number 3. Would you rather get explosive diarrhea every time you meet your boss, or every time you meet your significant other's parents?
Hey, I know which one I'm gonna
So,
choose.
explosive diarrhea when you're around your boss or your significant other's parents. Oh, Luke, you get a free pass, dude.
My significant other's parents.
Mine are dead. Oh, dang it.
That's
okay.
Loophole.
For me, I'm going to say, unfortunately, your parents, because
Yeah.
I see them less often than my
Right.
boss, and then I'm
That's
not
kind
at
of-
work.
Just
I'm in
lost
a
some
private
listeners.
residence.
Right.
Well, I'm at a private residence when I'm with your parents, too, so
Right.
that's not as inconvenient.
Yeah. But I mean, this also doesn't even apply to Nick because he doesn't have a
Okay,
boss.
well, say
That's
you
what
were
I'm going
married.
to choose.
And,
Say you were
or a
married or you
significant
had
other.
a boss.
I would definitely do the boss one because, as Luke said, I do not have one.
Okay. Grim?
Well, see, I already get it when I see my boss, so.
Exactly.
So the other one.
So the other one.
Number 4. Would you rather have a head the size of a tennis ball or the size of a watermelon? So it's real small or it's real big?
I already got that.
Oh, man. You got to go watermelon, right? I mean, what kind? Is it like a seedless?
That's cheating, I feel like.
It's a square one from Japan.
I'm going to go watermelon. I feel like it'd be less distracting.
Have you seen that thing where people put rubber bands on watermelons as a game? And see, it's almost like
How
a
many
Jenga.
it takes to
Yeah.
make it blow up.
And it's like a party game, and everybody puts on one, and you go around a table or back and forth, and whoever
It's
puts on the
Russian
one that-
watermelon.
Yeah, Russian roulette basically with water, and whichever one puts it on to make it explode loses
How would that make it explode?
because you put enough
'Cause the
watermelons
pressure.
around it.
Excuse
Like
me?
You put enough rubber
Enough
bands
rubber
around the
band-
watermelon.
Oh, rubber bands. I thought you said water balloons. I'm like, how would that work?
He
I'm
said
so
watermelons. He said watermelons around it.
I'm so
You put
sorry.
enough watermelons around the rubber band.
God dang it.
No, so yeah, you got
Rubber
to
bands
picture.
on a watermelon.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
a watermelon, and then it starts to like
Christ.
bend in and like flex out, and it gets crazy.
Wait.
It would take a
For
long
the record-
time, though.
Amanda's not drinking.
No, I'm not. I just... Nick, watermelon or tennis ball head?
No, I'm already trying out the watermelon head one, so I'm gonna stick with what I know.
I don't think that's true.
It is true. I can't fit a hat on this thing. It's like the size of a
No.
planet.
You have an adventure hat. You're a liar.
Oh yeah, adventure hats are
Graham?
really big.
Well, see, I'd rather have a head of a watermelon because mine already floats, so...
Okay.
That's how I stay above water.
Yeah.
That's right.
Like
That
a
Tismon would
buoy.
be really weird. It'd be like
It'd be so small. It's really awkward.
it'd be like little shrunken
You'd
head
be a
dude on
Goomba
Beetlejuice.
from...
That's what I thought of from Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice, like the
The
little
little
dude.
shrunken
How
head
many
dude.
times have
I
we
like
said it?
Goombas from Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's it.
What was that noise?
I don't know.
Did I just-
You were about to sing our song we sing to our cats. From Dr. Mario. Okay, number 5. Would you rather have the best house in a shitty neighborhood or the worst house in a fancy neighborhood?
First one.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Second one, I want the spookiest
Yeah.
house.
I would have the worst house in the good neighborhood. Cause
Then everyone will fuck off.
Well, yeah, they'll leave you alone and then they won't break in. Like, if you have a fancy house in a shitty neighborhood,
Nah,
you get
everyone
jacked
wants
all
to-
the time.
Go in the scary house.
Depends on how nice it is. Because you can have like perimeter defenses if it's nice enough.
You're gonna regret it.
It's gonna be like Gru's house on Despicable Me if you
I
didn't get the
disagree
fucking
with you on there.
reference.
I'm
Worst
getting the
house
good
in the
house in the
fancy
bad neighborhood.
Yeah, Nick and I will hang out there.
That's
Fine,
right.
you do that.
Me and your
I'm
shitty
just
houses.
waiting for someone to come in the door or the window. I'm just waiting for it.
You just want to kill people.
I mean, any excuse you can get.
That's right.
Okay.
Was that all 5?
That was all 5 of them.
You want me to do mine next or Nick?
Yeah, you can do yours, Luke, and then we'll do Nick's last.
All right.
So this is Boff, Marry, Kill, and
What is
Luke
that?
made these up.
I
so-
don't like that
Boff.
word. I don't like boff. You should just say
I
what
don't
it
want
is.
to
I don't
say
know what it
fuck.
is.
No,
What
I don't
is
wanna
it?
say it. I don't
You
like
just
saying
said it. You just said it.
But I don't like saying it.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Ugh.
Okay,
Okay.
FMK for short.
But what does boff mean?
Do it with.
To do it.
I feel like that's made up.
No.
It's some weird PC version to say
Yeah.
it, apparently.
It's the nice
All right,
one.
I'm gonna walk away.
Okay. Sex up, marry, or kill.
Okay.
All right. Which do I start with here? All right, let's start with the normal one. Taylor Swift, Kesha, $, or Selena Gomez. Who's going first?
I could do
I
this
have to
one.
decide.
Yeah,
Okay,
obviously.
go ahead, Nick.
Marry.
He's going to kill Taylor Swift. Oh, sorry.
No, marry Taylor Swift. Kill. No, wait. Boff. Selena Gomez. and kill the other one, whoever it was.
Yeah.
Kesha. I agree with you. So
Yeah, you're
marry
right.
Tay-Tay, sleep with Selena, and then kill Kesha. She
Yeah.
looks awful
That's-
these days.
that's about
She's
right.
looking rough.
Graham, do you have any other order? No? He just shakes his head.
Never heard
Where's
of
your
any of them.
flashcard? Where's your flashcard? Just whip it up there.
He's going to write it right now. Do the next one, Luke.
No.
Do the next one.
Okay. All right, I got one that you know this time, Grim, and you have to go first. Ariel.
I'm not here. I walked away.
Yeah. Ariel, Jasmine, and Mulan.
I'm totally gonna fuck Ariel. I just want that fish flipper.
Let's get that right out of the way. Ew, the fish version of it? Oh, come on. It took me a second. God dang it.
Oh, hold on. I got
no.
stitches. It hurts.
You just fold it over.
Ew,
Hold
what gross. Dang it. Oh, that's ridiculous.
Oh my god.
You're such a ridiculous.
Which one are you killing then? Jasmine or Mulan?
Hey, it's a hate crime.
Definitely Jasmine.
Oh god.
Oh,
So
hurts.
you're marrying Milan then.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
Obviously. What's his favorite type of food?
No,
We've been over this.
Dra-
I
Dragon?
agree with Grim. So Boff Ariel, but in human form, thank you very much. Killing Jasmine, wasn't impressed. And then marrying Mulan because she was kick-ass.
I'm gonna marry Jasmine because
Of course
she's
you-
the daughter of the Sultan.
Who cares?
Come on.
She was boring.
I'm gonna kill Ariel because I caught her and threw her back. No, that's a lie. I'm gonna boff the not the fish version, the human version, and then I'll kill Mulan just because.
Come on, what's with you guys? No one wants the fish
she's-
version, you haters.
She's the odd man out here, just because.
Is that because she was dressed like a dude? You said odd man out?
Yeah.
Thanks, Luke. Nick, what are you going to do?
I'm not down with that.
Kill Ariel because she's a sea creature.
Okay.
Are you gonna eat her too?
Kill and eat.
Just half. Cop out.
Grim loves tuna.
And Boff, Jasmine.
Okay.
Boff.
Mom.
Mary Mulan.
Oh, that's great.
Okay.
All right, what do we got next? All right, let's switch it up here. We got Owen Wilson,
Okay.
Luke Wilson, and Rainn Wilson.
Okay. As the girl, I'll go first.
Wait, Grim, do you know who they all are?
He knows who Owen
Well,
Wilson
one of them's
is.
me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly. And then
Wow.
Wow.
and then Beats Bears Battlestar Galactica,
Okay.
Rainn Wilson.
I got this one real fast.
Okay.
I'm gonna hook up once with Owen Wilson. Can't marry him though because of the nose.
Right.
I'm gonna marry his brother Luke Wilson because he's pretty attractive
name's
and
Luke.
a really good actor. Also, his name is Luke.
That'd be an easy transition.
And then I'm gonna kill Rainn Wilson because have you seen his face?
Whoa.
There is a motorcycle that is angry about my answer. Who's next?
That's rude, all right? Grim, you're next.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We all know you would like to boff Owen Wilson.
No, I just want all of them. I just want all the wieners.
Oh, do it with everybody. Just give up all that Grim love.
And then I killed them all.
Yes, it's a murder killing. A murder killing? A sexy murder.
I'm done. I'm done with that. I can't.
Nick?
Nick, do you have an answer?
Mary Owen Wilson. Boff. Rainn Wilson.
Say it like that every time.
And kill whoever the other guy was.
Wait, which one did you boff? Rainn?
Rainn.
Or Luke? Rainn.
Rainn.
Good job. Yeah. I'm going to marry Rainn Wilson because I think he's cool and he's got a lot of range.
He has a lot of mustard shirts.
Well, that's only on The Office.
Oh,
You're
right.
pigeonholing him here.
Sorry.
He's not actually Dwight.
Sorry.
All right. And I'm going to boff Luke Wilson because it'd be a Luke squared sandwich.
I was going to say you get to scream your own name during sex. That's amazing.
And then I'll kill Owen Wilson
Okay.
just because he's too much of a hippie.
He is a bit
Wow.
of a baby.
Wow. I know.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, next.
Wow. Next up, we have Velma, Daphne, and Fred.
Let me just say before we start,
I could have picked Scooby in there.
I've never
You
seen
should've.
one. I've never seen one episode.
I'm sorry.
What? Yeah.
What? Wait, what about the movie
Nope.
with Sarah Michelle Gellar?
Nope. Didn't see it.
All the
Okay.
movies.
Wow.
So if you haven't
Scrappy is a piece of shit.
seen, yeah, he is. So if you've seen the actual live action movie, Daphne is Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Okay.
Velma is Linda Cardellini.
Is Daphne the one with glasses?
Yes.
She's the dork.
Yeah, but
No.
she was also the one that
No.
was in Grandma's Boy and
Velma.
No.
Freaks and Geeks.
No,
Linda
I'm
Cardellini.
talking about the character,
Yeah.
not the person.
Yeah, and then Fred
No.
was what's his name, Junior.
Luke,
Freddie
shut the
Prinze Jr.
fuck up.
So you can do a cartoon or human versions.
Okay.
Amanda, Velma's the one with the glasses. Luke doesn't know what he's talking about.
No, Daphne was the nerd, right?
No, Velma was
No.
the nerd.
Oh. So
Now
who
you're
played who
confusing
in
her.
the live action
Oh my
one?
god, I just told you.
Daphne was
Sarah
Sarah
Michelle
Michelle Gellar, and then who was the other girl?
Linda Cardellini.
Okay.
From Grandma's Boy
So
and whatnot.
I'm going to
I tried to tell her this.
marry Freddie Prinze Jr. because he's the only guy. I'm going to hook up with Sarah Michelle Gellar, so Daphne,
Oh, that's fucked up.
and then kill the other one, even though she's a really good actress and I like her.
Yeah, she's cool.
She's really cool. So I went with the live action just because I
Okay.
don't know the cartoon
Nick?
at all.
Which cartoon versions would you?
Well, goodbye, Fred. Fred's gonna die.
Okay.
Boff
Drop
the
Dead Fred
nerd.
is also acceptable.
Boff the nerd.
Boff the nerd. And
Really?
then Sarah Michelle Gellar, I'll marry her.
Why does
Okay.
everyone want to fuck the nerd?
I don't know.
It's the glasses.
Graham, what do you got?
It must be a May thing.
That might be it. You might be on.
You know,
something
she
there.
could play May
She could.
Yeah.
in a live action Overwatch.
That's true.
I don't even know.
Did you watch Scooby Doo growing up?
Yes, I did.
You did.
Thank
Okay.
You're the only person in the
Oh.
world that didn't.
Oh.
Yeah, you
In
should
the
probably,
world.
You
I'm
should
sorry.
probably just leave.
I'm sorry.
Back away.
I don't know.
Stella.
Let's
All right,
get out of here, Scoop.
Since no one wants to love on Fred, I'm gonna love on Fred.
Okay.
You're gonna ball Fred.
I love that.
Balls.
What is that? What's side around his neck?
Ascot.
It's an ascot.
Yeah, ascot.
He
Yeah.
loves ass and ascots.
That's right.
I'm gonna just choke him out with it.
You're taking the Fred bullet for the team.
You know?
And I'll marry Velma because she might. I don't know. I have no idea. We're just gonna we're gonna kill Daphne because it'll be funny.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I'm going to kill Fred because he's pretentious.
Okay.
He's a
Do you
snooty
wear
rich
his ascot?
bastard. Yeah, and then I wear his ascot. And then I ball Daphne because she's snooty, kind of uppity bitch too.
Okay.
And then you marry Velma. And then you marry Velma because she's the smart one. She's going to have a stable income. And
What if she doesn't?
Daphne's just going to be that trophy wife that's like,
Sits
past her
around in her
prime.
track
and-
What are you
pants.
talking about? They all got
Exactly.
the same job. You know, you can't judge them like this.
That's not a job. Okay, that's a
That's
hobby.
a hobby.
You got to grow up, go to college, and get a job.
Get a real
And
job.
stop getting high in that
And
van
hunt ghosts.
with that stoner and their
Maybe
dog.
they're all
Yeah.
parapsychologists. Who knows?
Like, let's
Maybe.
get out of here, Scoob.
Okay, what's
They're
your
the
last
real
one?
superheroes.
Oh, last one. Holy shit, I have another one.
You have one more.
All right.
These are big-breasted women.
Big-breasted classic
Okay.
women.
Let's go.
So, Salma Hayek,
Mm-hmm.
By classic, do you mean old?
older.
Yes, older.
Yeah, milfy.
But it's
say.
classic. Those are classic boobs. Is what I
Yeah,
like to call it.
Susan Sarandon
Uh-huh.
and Dolly Parton.
Okay, I'm going first.
Gross, gross,
Boss
gross.
Salma Hayek, of course.
Oh,
Of course, she's smoking hot. I'm going to marry Susan Sarandon
Yeah.
for her earning potential.
I mean, she's still
and
pretty
she's
hot.
really smart, and she's pretty hot too. And she was in one of my favorite movies
Rocky Horror
ever,
Picture
Rocky
Show.
Horror Picture Show. And then I'll just kill Dolly Parton, even though she has a special place in my heart.
Is she still alive?
Yeah.
Okay. I know the special place she has in her heart.
Good.
That song.
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun.
What?
Rivers in the rivers.
No, there's several that she's
Yeah,
had.
but that one.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Nick?
I don't like old people.
Just
How
wear
about-
their skin.
Okay,
as
in their
lamps.
prime. In their prime.
Yeah, pretend they're young.
In their prime.
Can't.
Come on. Have you
But
seen?
vintage pictures
have
look
you
like
seen-
garbage.
Killed
Okay, have you seen
Dolly.
Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Yes.
Okay, you
She
know what
was
Susan
hot then.
Sarandon looks like then, right?
Yeah, she had old people style.
Well, that was the movie.
That's true. It was the style, but I mean, if she has the clothes off, it doesn't matter.
I'm just gonna
I hate how Nick and I are the same.
I know you,
I'm
both
gonna
of you.
get rid of Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
I'm
Hers are fake. The other two are real.
Poor Dolly.
I gotta-
Are they fake?
Oh, yeah.
Like
Dolly's
back in
are
the
fake.
day?
I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
boff the Salma Hayek
Yeah, she's the hot one.
and then marry whoever the third
Susan
old person
Sarandon.
was.
Susan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Susan Sarandon.
Does anybody have a different answer?
No.
I don't even know who these people
You
are.
suck. Have you seen Desperado?
Desperado.
The
What?
movie with Antonio Banderas? Oh, that
He's
is
made up.
that is a good movie.
It is good.
Sounds made
Salma
up.
Hayek is in it. It's a badass movie. I want to watch that movie now.
I want to watch
He
Maverick.
kills motherfuckers.
All right, anyway. Done with that game.
Yeah.
Nicholas, let's do your game now.
All right.
Nick's going to do our
it's gonna
game
be
of
ridiculous.
$1 million but.
All right, here we go.
Okay?
$1 million, but every time you hear a dog bark, you poop.
Grip.
Oh, no, Grim.
I don't know what this game means.
So yes or no? Would you take $1 million?
But this is the condition.
But
So you get $1 million, but every time a dog barks, you poop. He's like, no, I'm not
I
doing
don't need
that.
no money. I don't need any money.
I actually don't ever hear dogs barking, so I'm taking that.
But
But-
you hear me like through
Yeah.
me. You hear me bark.
That's once a week. That's once a week.
just get some depends.
That's
It,
right,
it would make
I'm
the
good.
podcast hard.
It's fine.
Difficult.
You just see me making this face every time Tito barks.
Why do you have to be constipated?
Luke?
No, I'm not doing that.
Nick?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Nick is greedy as fuck.
Every time we've done this, he takes like
he's like $1 million. I could offset that by just having a lot of depends.
Grim's the only one who got that, but
yeah.
All
right.
Right, move it along. $1 million, but every time you see someone you're attracted to, you vomit.
Oh no! No way!
No way! There's no way.
Is it continuous or is it just once? And then you can
It's
deal
just
with
one.
it?
It's like
I'm gonna do it like the first time you see them each time, like
Oh
Each
wait,
time.
no, yeah, no.
Still no.
No.
Vomit is the worst thing in the world. There's a no go on that.
It
bro.
tastes so good.
Ugh.
That'd be really
Don't you
skinny.
Don't you love bile?
No, not even at all.
I'm taking it.
You'd be super skinny, like supermodel skinny.
Yeah, because I'm shitting uncontrollably and vomiting.
You would
I
just
feel
have
like
to-
you're just going to be a super millionaire.
I know.
You would-
Well, that's how it
yeah,
worked
and
out
you would-
last time, so.
You would have to have like an IV constantly in you. Just to
Dehydrated.
replace-
Yeah, I don't-
I'm not attracted to a lot of people,
I don't
though.
want this. You're attracted to me.
I know, and I
Yeah.
vomit already every time right before we turn on. Right before the camera
Wait,
goes
does
on,
it
I'm
include
like,
like? Is it only in person or does it include on like
No.
TV and stuff?
Anywhere.
anywhere.
Oh man,
In your
no.
dreams.
No way.
Oh, you vomit all over me in your sleep.
Just
That's
wake up.
disgusting.
It's like a blah, 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 blah.
God
Right,
dang
so
it.
My
so
vomit noise.
3 no's and 1 yes, is that what we're at?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, all right, moving on.
there's a recurring theme here.
$1 million, but every time you forget something, an object, even momentarily, it disappears.
Oh
No.
no way! My phone would be gone in a heartbeat.
No way. Like there would be nothing left in the
Where
world.
did I park my car? Oh shit, it's gone.
Do you have to own the object?
No.
Man, I can make people disappear.
No, well, people aren't.
No,
an
because
object.
you're thinking of them.
No, because then I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna think.
What
of
if
that
you
person.
refer to something as something else, like a thing or the thing? You know what you're talking about, but no one else knows.
That was confusing.
That's
think
technically forgetting about what it is, right?
Oh, yeah, I
You don't know
suppose.
the word for what it is.
Okay.
I think that counts.
I'm going to say no to this one, actually.
Yeah, I'm not taking it.
Mm-mm. No way.
Like
I
the
would.
thing that does the thing.
Like, those things are gone now.
Yeah.
They all disappeared.
I wouldn't have anything. Literally nothing.
So you're a
Because
no to
you're
Grim?
focused
or-
What if I forget about my wiener?
He's gonna
Gone.
forget me, and then I'm gone.
Yeah, like if you're.
All right,
if
people
you're
are not
working at-
objects, and parts of people are not objects.
I mean, some people are objects.
Well, if you work, Jesus Christ. If you're at work and like looking at a spreadsheet or something, then everything else in the world would just disappear because you'd forget about it
can't
at that
focus.
time.
Yeah, I think none
All
of us are
because of
taking this
fucking-
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Sony needed to know what
Yeah.
service tag with what computer and what some field office or something, and then there goes existence.
I think we might get more guesses on the next one.
Okay.
Okay.
$1 million, but every time you spend the money, you have to lick it once for each dollar, front and back.
Oh, I got this. I'll take it because I'll just put it in the bank.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it'll gain interest, and I'll use the interest money.
Wait, how did?
I think you still
How-
have to lick that.
So you have to use
No.
cash for everything?
Yeah, that's saying you
Yes.
have to use cash and you have to lick it.
No,
Oh.
I'll use my debit card and lick that.
Can I wash it?
Mm.
Can I wash them?
I would.
Sure.
Okay. How about this? When you spend the money, quote unquote. So like if you, because I don't even see money.
Right.
Like it gets direct
Yeah, but you're
deposited.
not licking your debit card.
That's
like,
what
that's
I'm
not
saying.
part of the question.
Like, so if you had to use cash, you would have to like buy gift cards and use those online. I don't know if that hassle would be worth it.
You could
Yeah,
just
I'm
have the
gonna
same
say-
dollar, and if you spent $100, you just lick that same dollar 50 times each side.
Oh, so
Do you
you
know
just
what?
have to represent it each time. So
You have to
I'm
lick
still
a
gonna
dollar
say
for
no.
every one you do.
Because you know
I
how many
would do
people
it.
have
Eat
touched
it?
that? How many strippers have had that
but what
in
if
their
you just have
G-string?
one nice clean dollar and you get to hold on to that and that's your licking
No,
dollar?
that's not what it says.
That's what he said you could just
No.
do.
No.
It could be
And
that.
so, like,
That's fine.
So if I spend $437 online,
Well, then yeah, everybody's taking that, but that's not
I
what the question
I would like,
was.
okay, well, I can
No.
do it.
Okay.
I would do it.
I'm saying no.
With that
I'm doing it
stipulation
no
where we
matter
could-
what the stipulation is. I don't care.
Too many strip clubs in this world.
All right.
Herpes.
I like this
doing it.
last one.
Okay.
You want the last
Go
one?
ahead,
Here
Nick.
we go. $1 million, but every... Oh my god. I wrote this and it's weird to me.
God bless it. Oh no. Okay.
$1 million,
just read it.
but every month you give birth to a little tiny clone of yourself that only lives for 2 days and then it dies.
Oh my god. Wait, how long is the gestation period? Does it just pop out?
It pops out. It just pops
Are
out.
you eating it? Because I was going to eat it.
Let me add that, and you have to eat it.
Oh my god.
Well, if I didn't have to eat it, I would do that.
Yeah, me too. But
Okay.
I wouldn't do it if the gestation period is like 28 days.
Right.
Because then you're
it's
you're
miserable.
pregnant for 28 days.
it's
you
just-
give birth, and it dies
You
2
leave
days
baby
later.
bumps out of this.
If it just pops
basically-
straight out and I don't have to eat it, then yes.
On the 30th day of the month, you go through a regular labor. It comes out. You get to know
Regular.
it for 2 days. And
Yeah.
then it dies.
I don't think
Can
that's
I
long
kill
enough.
it before the 2 days are up?
Yes, you
Sure.
can.
I don't think that's long enough to get attached. I'd do it.
I'd do it.
Wait, is there legal ramifications?
It's inside you, though. Like,
Is it
you're getting attached there.
Is it an actual, like, real baby? Or is it like
No,
a little
it's
person?
a
it's a
tiny
tiny
version of
clone
you.
It's a clone.
It's
Oh, I
just
would
you,
totally
but
do
it's
that.
tiny.
Yeah.
I
I'm
would make
doing
it go
that.
rob stuff for me.
Heck yeah.
For 2 days.
Little fuckers just running into the bank and grabbing money and running out?
It
Yeah.
ain't
like a
gonna do
potato
that.
sack
What
over it.
motivation could it have?
It's a little me.
Yeah, but he
It
don't
would
want to do
know,
that.
and then it would high five me and then run off and die.
And then it run off and die. I smell a sitcom.
Go in the basement.
Go lay down with the other corpses.
Go in the basement with your brothers and sisters.
Aw.
So you,
It should just be brothers, Luke.
so,
Yeah, why would it have sisters?
Maybe Grimm got creative at some point. I don't know.
so everyone's
girl
taking this
versions
one
of
then,
it.
I guess.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you have to explain to the cops why it died every month.
No,
No.
it's natural causes.
Well, I mean, it would get pretty smelly.
Yeah. That's why you
You
gotta
have
eat
to
it.
learn to... You just get a vat of acid.
That's true.
Tub
You
of
just dump the
formaldehyde.
bodies. Exactly.
Yeah. Or you just have a nice roast dinner every month.
So,
I feel like I'm going to get arrested next month.
did everyone keep
So
a tally?
Yeah, I get $2 million.
I got 4.
I got 2 also. I think Grimm got 2 also.
I get one.
Grim
1.
only gets one.
One.
Oh, you didn't poop with the dog
He
either?
said Grimm said at the beginning he
No, because
doesn't.
this dog is barking all the time there, so that would be like...
It's not my dog.
I know, it
God.
would be painful.
Fucking Tito.
I
love how
really
he
like
remembered
the
his
$1
name
million
halfway through the
part,
episode.
dude.
Yeah, it's
I
fun.
mean,
fun.
at the end of the episode?
Yeah.
It was the middle when I remembered his name. He barked and I was like, "Hey, that's Tito." Because before the episode,
You were like Felipe, Pedro, Jose, every other name
This
but
is
Tito.
very... This
I
is
did-
very...
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. Play it back, Jimmy.
That was the pre-show. Gah.
Anybody have anything else they want to add before we wrap it up? Thank you, everybody, for listening for the full year. Hopefully, we're around for at least 1, 2, 7, 8 more.
Hey.
Keep downloading. Go to the website, CoGPod.net. Buy a t-shirt for our anniversary.
Luke, you don't need that beer.
Rate and review us on iTunes. Everybody heard it. You were such a... Oh, God. Anyway,
I had
that's
to cough.
it.
I'm sorry.
Listen to the first 52 episodes while you can, because if we
Yes.
make it big, they're getting deleted.
They're not getting deleted, Nick.
No,
Listen
we're going to delete them.
See if we're any better now than we were when we started.
We definitely
Let us
are.
know.
Well,
Hey.
obviously we are.
Yeah. Also,
Clearly.
did you mention the extra entry?
Yeah, there's an extra entry if you rate and review us on iTunes. For the
Do that, you sons of bitches.
Sons of
I don't
bitches.
know what that means.
If you
Okay,
rate
so
us
I
good,
need-
we'll boff you.
Boff.
No, don't say
No,
that,
sorry.
Nick.
You have-
Jesus.
You have to say boff. you.
Oh.
Luke has to buff you.
Whoa, hey.
Hey.
Woo, yeah, ooh.
No.
You'll be drunk. It's okay.
Anyways, I think that's enough.
Yeah, but if you don't, even if you don't use iTunes to listen to shit, just you can go to iTunes.com
Yo,
and
give me them 5 stars.
yeah, I think we only have like 2 reviews.
No, we don't. We have like 6 or 7.
That's what I said.
All right. Well, everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
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 Bye.